This is something nobody talks about when it comes to recruitment. Putting your best people out there to recruit, and here's why. Believe it or not, when people are going through the recruitment process, they look at the people and they think, there's no bloody way I'm going to report to that guy. The idea that people just look at the title and the salary and the job, that's just not true. The decisive factor in so many cases, the person who is interviewing you. I meet a lot of head of HR because I work with them, helping them standardize their employees' life cycle. And sometimes I sit there thinking that there is no way anybody looked at the person and would say, I want to work for this person, or I want to work with this person, or I want this person, I trust that person if I had any problem to come to him or her and help me as an employee. Or a month ago or so, I was talking to the head of talent, and that guy, I was looking at him, I'm like, there's no bloody way I would allow him to tell me how to develop myself. I know we don't want to talk about it, and it's not nice to say, but this is reality. Just like employers judging candidates, candidates are doing exactly the same thing. Especially when it comes to HR, because you know that if you have a weak HR, it's very likely that the organization is very messy. I guarantee you that. Once my friend went for a job interview and the head of HR and him started doing the salary negotiation. 8,000 was advertised in the job description or the advertisement. And he said, I want that 8,000. And she said, I don't know you. Why would I give you that money? What? And you know what's worse, which I included in my employee experience lifecycle standards, that companies actually don't know how recruiters, hiring managers, HR, whoever is interviewing within any company are representing their companies. We have no data, you can get away with murder, and nobody will ever find out the misconducts, the wrong questions, the bias, once my ex-boss, and it wasn't malicious, but he asked me on my interview, are you single? Now I like the person and it's very hard for me to take any of this seriously. I know the game, but but we don't have systems that would pick that up. And it leaves organizations in such a vulnerable state because they have no idea what is happening during those phone calls, during those email conversations, and during those interviews. I could tell you stories that I hear about mess interviews and the inappropriate questions and all that. And companies don't have the system to pick that up and address those issues. So they are basically losing candidates at the very first hurdle. So companies, if you don't put your best people to interview candidates, and if you don't have a system that monitors the entire candidate experience and hiring process, then you are not even giving yourself a chance. In fact, I always told my managers and my HR colleagues, you are with every single interview representing this brand, representing this company. Yes, there will be stupid people coming through the door, but you cannot jeopardize the brand because you are not representing yourself. You are representing the company. People are not going to say what a stupid person she was, but they are going to say, oh, this is such a horrible company because, this is what happened to me. So companies put things in place because you are losing good candidates at the front door.